Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Just getting ready to start. Okay. Hello. Hello, Vifig. Nice to see you. Let me just put it on Twitter. Or, well, it's not Twitter anymore. It's X. Damn. Damn. Okay. Okay, done. Let me see. Where's my coffee? Oh, there it is. Okay. Very important to have some coffee. That's next to my hand. Okay, so before stream. Oh yeah, of course. I released the game. Ooh. Someone bought Shakedown Rally for 10 euros. Nice. Okay, anyway. Yeah, let me begin. So, hello everyone. I haven't streamed in more than a week, and in the meantime, I have released a new version of the game. I've released the 18th version. Most importantly, this is the first version which I have set a price for. So yeah, because I have already mentioned it before that at some point I'm going to start to I am going to start to sell the game, and I wanted to make it so basically when I start improving moddability of the game, this is where when I will start. I mentioned this before that I will start damn, I don't know. I don't know the English way to say it, but it's like, yeah, I put a fee on it. So yeah, but here's the thing, there's a demo as well. And the only difference between the demo and the paid version is that right now the paid version has a separate sort of car system, which I've split from the main config. So if you look into the I have all the versions, of course, but I have the demo version, which, oh yeah, I don't have the demo version because it doesn't work like that. Okay, I have to like create a folder first. So the demo version, if you go into the resources, now there is a car folder, and this cars folder has all the cars. It has spec 17, but inside of spec 17 there's only the model file. There's no ini file that defines the parameters. That is because the demo version still uses one config for everything. So in the config for the demo version, this is where all the car parameters are here, and it is actually yes, I've actually temporarily put it to a different car ini, but this doesn't matter at all in the demo. This could be anything in the release, but in the demo this is completely useless. parameter because it actually looks into these. So yeah, it is still using the main config, but in the release version, okay, I have to like spawn a release version like this. Okay. Oh, it has detected actually that there's a discrepancy in the config. And it did not do anything else. Okay, yes. Interesting. But anyway, I can just show you the resources folder here. I'm sorry if it's confusing. So the cars folder now has all the cars, and right now, because I'm testing the Moskvich and the rent-a-car that we had, I have 3 cars, and I will add more cars later, but right now the only one that gets exported into the build is the spec 17, which you've already seen. But the spec 17 now has this car ini file, and this is a separate config for each car. So what you can actually do is when you are in the game, what you can do is you can simply change the config. I can say, well, here, which car is it in this config? And this right now it's the Moskvich, which is not released yet, by the way. But now when I open the game, it will actually be the Moskvich with all the parameters, you know, with correct wheelbase, with very weak engine. And if I want to use the spec 17, the WRC car, I can just go inside here and I can say, I can just replace this with a path, spec 17, spec 17. And yeah, once I run it, it will actually load the WRC car. So there you go. You can now load different cars in the paid version. So this is the primary feature of the paid version compared to the demo. And even right now, in the released version, in the released paid version, there is also another hidden spec 17, and that's _snow, which is actually the snow version of the WRC car. And it has a slightly raised up suspension, and it is much softer, turns a bit slower, but it also slides a lot more. On snow though, not on tarmac. But yeah, you can see that it slides a lot more than the tarmac one. Anyway, yes. So, that has been the updates. And so what I want to do today, actually, is, yeah, I have released the game. I've improved the UI, removed auto shifter. Oh, why did I even add this? Wait. Oh, look at this. You know what? This is actually an old stream. This is not the current stream. Right now, this is stream number 91. So I was wrong about that. Before stream released the game. Perfect. And on this stream, what I actually want to do is I want to do something that I wrote in the main to do. By the way, these are all the stuff I need to do for the game, which is huge. You know, my to-do list is huge, but I need to, you know, I need to do it in chunks. So for this one, I want to actually do the same thing with tracks. So what I mean is the same thing that I use for cars. You know, I have this, right? I have this cars folder, and the cars folder has spec 17, and that is where all the cars are. But now I want to have a new thing, which I'm going to call maps. So from this moment on, I'm not going to call them tracks anymore, because tracks are for circuit racing. You know, they're like for Formula 1 type cars. I mean, these are all like, this could be tracks. I was thinking about the name, right? You could call them scenes, you could call them tracks, you could call them worlds. I mean, worlds, it's too open world, you know, tracks. Yeah, tracks sound much more like circuit racing, but also tracks sound like there's only one track. But what I'm thinking about is I want to have multiple stages in one track. Um, and the world, yeah, I said the world is too much. It sounds too like open world, like it's just something gigantic. And yeah, there you could have a scene as well. The word scene is actually what I am using in the config. But I have actually decided to start calling them the maps. I know that map sounds a bit like map sounds like a bit like Counter-Strike map or something. But course is better. Oh, hello. Nothing wrong with tracks as a name. I guess course is better. But no, the thing is that I do want to call it a something like a world or a map, because there could be multiple stages on a single world, right? Or courses, or and this is what I want to do, what I want to develop in the future, right? Because a single map could look like this. Could be like there's some road and there's some more roads, something like this. It's like a network, right? And then what you can do is you can define a stage that goes through here, maybe here, and then there could be another stage that continues on from here to here, right? But there might be some other player who comes in and takes this world, right, like this map, and then generates some different tracks on it, maybe through here, right, or something like that, taking this corner and then going here. So yeah, I think that calling it a track or a course or a stage is not what I'm trying to is not an intuitive thing for what I'm trying to do. And another reason why I choose map instead of world, for example, is that map has 3 letters, just like car. And so now when I make a folder, it's gonna be like, cars and maps. I don't know. It feels nice that it's like 4 letters and 4 letters. And also because I always use 3-letter words for bin, obj, res, source, right? They're all 3 letters, and somehow it feels using the words map and car feels good to me. Shakedown Rally, yeah, exactly. Brevity for the win. I should have a FTW folder as well somewhere, and RLY. But yeah, location. Yeah, it could be a location as well. Yeah, but yeah, I think I'll go with a sort of first-person shooter analogy. Well, I could change it in the future, but I do kind of prefer maps. Okay, so let's do that. Let's split. Oh, I didn't even launch Visual Studio. Yeah, let's actually split the tracks from config. So, what are things that I want to do? Okay, let me copy everything. Track splitting. Yes, rename scene. Yeah, I already had it planned, right? From long time ago. So this is actually what I want to do. I want to rename scenes and tracks to maps. So do you drive faster if you equip your knife instead of your gun? Maybe. Definitely, you definitely drive faster if you strafe. If you forward and strafe at the same time. Yeah, when you power slide, it's definitely the faster way. Yeah, for the beginning, let me shut this down, this beautiful drawing. So yeah, renaming scene to map. I do actually want to, yeah, I actually even tried to adding this map. So this is the release. Actually, I don't want to touch this yet. What I want to do is I want to touch the main config, which is somewhere here. Let's find, yeah, it's this one. This is the main config, which is used by Visual Studio. Oh my god, I have so many scenes here. Yeah, let me actually remove all this. I'll just use a test field as an example because it loads faster. Just because it loads faster. And let me see. Okay, let me change to debug. And what was the thing? Yes, particles. I was looking into this problem with particles that I have, and I still haven't found the solution. I will probably do it in one of the next streams. Okay, so I need to see what things are actually map based. Okay, well, first off, let's rename this to map. Map, and then I have the map, right? And I have the. I wonder if config actually supports multiple. I wonder if config supports multiple. Multiple segments. I have no idea. Well, let's try. Let's see if I can actually move. If I can remove this and then put it over here so that there's like, or maybe here, so that there's like car and a map. And basically what I want to do is I want to remove all these things, right? I want to move this so that there should be only car and map. That's it. And you should not be loading the GLTF, but instead, I'm going to return this just for now. But instead of GLTF, what I want to do is I want to load a test field dot map.ini, and I'm going to add that into the maps slash test field, I guess, slash this. And now I'm going to have to create this one. Yeah, let's start by having, where is my resource? Resources. Oh, well, I can actually do that in here as well. So cars, maps, it's empty. Let's make a new file. I'm going to call it, oh yeah, I need to make a new folder actually. New folder, test field. And then why doesn't it exist? It exists because it's empty. It only shows it in one line. And that's going to be test fields.map.ini. What was it showing actually? What was that error? Dot. The name test field map is not valid. File I see. It's because it's the dot on the end. Okay. And here we go. We have the map, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace this with model. So instead of this, I'm going to add a test field dot GLTF. So similar to the car, I'm going to load this relative to the folder. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take I'm going to move the test field into this place. Are you sure you want to move? Yes, let's move. Yeah, and this is a GLTF, so it's a gigantic text file. So yeah, test field GLTF. There we go. Okay, and now the game should be broken. It wouldn't be able to load anything because we need to change everything. So yeah, I need to see how am I actually loading the car. I need to remember game. It's probably game.car. Car config. Yes, I have two different configs now. I'm going to add a new config. I'm going to call it map config. And this map config, very similar to how I did the car. Register parameters. Okay, register CFG. Yes, I'm registering everything here. So this is for the car. And for, wait, this is the car, right? So I'm gonna make a new one. I'm gonna call it CFG game map CFG. And I'm gonna call it the map CFG. Okay, and yeah, let's actually begin the segment. Begin segment map, because everything is in the map segment. And then I'm gonna register a map parameter, which is going to have the default. I'm actually going to, the default is going to be Monte GLB. Is that it? Right? Yes, it is a. It is using a const char star as. Oh, right. No, I actually need to have a separate path somewhere. Where am I getting the car path? Car model name. Aha, there it is. Car model name. Okay, this is going to be the track. No, not the track anymore. Map model. Should I have a path or just a name? Let's go with the name. And that's going to be by default Monty, because that's the only one that exists in the demo as well. So now in the track, I'm actually not going to submit a. I'm not going to use the const char star. I'm going to use the string, which is the map model name. There we go. That's the only parameter for now. I'm going to add later the other parameters later. So where am I using the car model name? There it is. Okay. So this is where the track is loaded. I'm processing all the objects, all the object names here. Yeah, if it has movable, it becomes a movable. If it's a stage sign, it's yada yada yada. Yeah, there it is. Here I'm actually reloading the track model. Track model path. I see. And I'm using the resource path. Track model path. Where am I actually using track model path? Okay. So I am actually loading it through. I'm not actually even registering the path. So that is now not anymore a track model path. It's a map ini path. Which is going to be map. And the default one. Should be. Okay, let me think about it, because the problem is that this is what. This is where the demo and yeah, this is where the demo differs from the released version, from the paid version. So basically, I need to have a track path somewhere. Okay, where is my car model name? Okay, I have the car config name and I have the car model name. Okay. Car config. If shakedown demo. Yeah. Maps. Yeah, this is where. Okay, okay, okay. So this car config name is actually the. Yeah, I'm gonna make a new one, which is the map config name. But this one is not. Actually, this is incorrect. It shouldn't be spec 17. It should be. It should be the path relative to the resource. Should probably rename this. But yeah, in this case, it's going to be. Did I put? I'm sorry. I'm confusing myself now. Okay, so I didn't actually have a slash at the beginning. So let's not have a slash. I'm gonna add it myself. So yeah, default is going to be actually. Yeah, let's actually load a Monty as the default. So it's gonna be the Monty map. Monty. You know what? I just realized something. I should probably. Did it change anything except the maps? Main, no, this is it. Config, yeah, I removed some stuff. Streams to do. Okay, let's make a new branch, just in case. New branch, and I'm gonna call it track. Well, not a track anymore. Map split. Map config split. Create and checkout. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna commit everything into the branch just in case. Okay, so we have the map config. Let's call these path. Map config path. I wonder if I can actually use std file system path. As yeah, I don't know if I should actually store the path or the string. I don't actually have an idea what path is under the hood. I do know I do actually use the file system path, which is a new thing in C++ 17 or 20. I can't remember, but it's actually pretty cool. It simplifies a lot of things. Yeah, I'm just gonna store strings for now, and it would be cool to be able to do I have car config path? I do have a car config path. That's the problem. Yeah. Car config path, which is a path. So, I'm gonna do that later, I guess. Okay, let's get this path to the top using path. Cool. And register CFG parameters. Yeah, so in these parameters, I actually want to add begin segment. Okay, so this is all about the segment. Register model, car model name. In demo, model is hard coded to spec 17. Yeah, and that should actually be the same thing with the demo of the map. So yeah, it shouldn't actually look into the map name. So if not defined, shakedown demo. Basically, and maybe I should. Yeah, I think it's only the map parameter, and then everything else should stay. Track model. Okay, track model path. Yes, this should be the map model path. I see. Yeah, let's actually remove this one. Instead, yeah, instead of this, you know what? I'm just gonna remove it completely. Because game CFG load, Why is it car? Because this is actually loading everything, not just the car. Maybe this is something that I've left from before. Yeah, the props, they should also be registered probably. Yeah, let's remove this because it is confusing. So I load everything from the ini, from the same ini, which will include the map path. And then when I actually okay, this is the car config path, but where is my map now? Okay, this is the beginning. Car config path, loading car config exists. Okay, then I get a so I load a car config here. Nice. Okay, so this is where I actually load the car config. And then I should definitely add a car config. Okay, let's say car load car ini. .car.ini. And this is going to be load map.ini. And now here I'm going to add basically I have the same thing, but the map config instead of the map config, yeah. Instead of the car config, I have the map config. Okay. Yeah, let's make sure that why do I even have this? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna add the demo later because this is confusing me. For now, map, yeah, game map config. I need to make sure that map config path is not empty, and let's actually rename this to name map config. Let's call it path stir, just so that I can differentiate it between the path and the string. Okay, not empty, good. And then I'm gonna make a car config. No, sorry. This is going to be the map config path. I'm gonna add the slash, and that's going to be the map config path string. Yeah. And then loading car config, well, this is going to be loading map config, and this is going to be the map. File system exists. Okay, making sure that I check if it exists. If it doesn't, I could probably put this in a lambda or something like different, but I think there's going to be enough differences that, well, I don't know. I'm not sure actually, because they're so similar, car and map. Okay, so I have the map, and then I make sure that the map config is map config path as a string. Yeah, and then I can, yeah, I load the ini, I read it. And this is going to be the map config, and this is going to be the map CFG. Okay, let's make sure that I don't have any more cars mentioned in the map. I don't. So the map config string, map config path, map config path. Why is it? Okay, this is just test. Loading map config from that path. String map config path. Okay, everything looks good. And then I load the map. Hopefully that works. And then when I do that, I need to make sure that now I need to make sure that the model the correct model is loaded. Yeah, well, let's see. If when I load, no, not that, sorry. Not that, but when I go to the map config, the map config is, yeah, it does load the map and it puts it into the map model name. And now I have to use this map model name. Is it actually, there it is. Okay, no, it's not actually used. So how do I load the model file? Let's see. I need to find it now. Have to dig it out. Okay, there it is. There I am analyzing the maps. There it is. Track model load directly into scene. Okay, so now this is different. This is different because the path is no longer, or is it res path? But res path does not have a slash, right? I think so. Yes. But here it is. Okay, I have to go back to this to the place. Yeah, this actually becomes now the map model path. Map model name. Aha, I have to construct the path as well of the model. I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm gonna have a path called the map path. And that is going to be the resource path. Okay, that's going to be a new path with resource path plus slash plus oh, right. It's actually relative to the ini. Damn, I have to remember how I did this with the car. Where did I do that? There it is. Car config folder. I get the folder, and then I append the model name. This is how I did this. And I do this only for the shakedown demo, and then for if it's not, then everything is, yeah, then I use the hard-coded one, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Car config folder is car config path. No, it's map config path, which does exist. Okay, it's the parent of this, which is a path as well. Good. And then the this is going to be the map config folder, and this is going to be the map model path, which is the map config folder with car model on top. Yeah. Instead, use a map model path, and this is going to be hard-coded to maps. Monty GLTF, I guess. And now I simply take this, and instead of having this thing, I'm gonna say map model path dot string. No? It's a string view. Does it? Does path automatically chorus to string view? No, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. Engine assets, scene shader group. Yeah, everything stays. Okay, so let's see if I have completely destroyed everything. Okay, did I make sure that this is the test field that I'm loading? Okay, let's see. Build, and let's see if everything breaks. or not? Ah, beautiful. It has broken, I think. Oh, look at that. It's actually nothing. But look at that. It says config entered scene object capacity not found using default. Okay. Scene, because I've renamed everything. This is why. Okay, well, let's actually still keep the scene for now. But for everything else. So yeah, let's see again. Okay, only one. Map config not found. Okay, how is that possible? Map config, what does it say? Map config res maps Monty map ini not found. But why is it loading a? It's not a demo. It's not a demo. So it should be loading. It should actually be loading the map. Okay, let's see. It's probably because when I'm loading the CFG, wait a minute. When I'm registering the CFG, okay, I have forgotten. Yes, I have actually forgotten to add in the main CFG. I also have this thing. Game map config path string. Okay, there it is. Now, hopefully, it should load test field. Warning, config entry not found again. Okay, interesting. But it's a warning, it's not an error. Config entry map using default Monty GLB. Map not found. How is that possible? Map, there it is. Map. Map. It's test field map ini. And this is the main one, right? Is it? It is the main config. Interesting. Okay. Config map not found. And there it is. Look at this. It says loading map config test field. So it has loaded it correctly. Ah, the config entry map. Ah, this is the other entry. This is the map. Ah, this is the model. This is the model, not the map. Yes. This is actually here. And it should be called model, not map. This is why. This is actually in the other in my new config, in the split separate map.ini file. This is where I have a model, not a map. Yeah, good. Yeah, I should actually, in the errors, it should actually output the name of the file. There it is. There are no errors now. And is it going to load? It's not loading the model. Great. Okay, so there's something wrong. It is loading the map test ini. Okay. And then it says failed to read file res maps test field spec 17 gltf. What the fuck? Yeah, that is because I probably made I put a car model name somewhere. Track model. There it is. Map model path, and I'm using the. I knew it. I knew that I'm gonna make a mistake like this. Okay. Any errors? Look at that. No errors. Except for the checkpoints. There we go. Here we go. Here's the track. Oh my god, beautiful. Cool. So I've completed my job. So now everything should work, hopefully. Great. So the maps are now split. And what that means is that I can add a new map. I can call it Monty. A new folder. And I can finally move my whole... not this, sorry. I meant model. I can move the Monty GLB into Monty. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, Control X. Control V. There we go. And the only thing I need to do is I can just copy this in here, rename it to Monty. And now when I open it, I'm just gonna call it Monty GLB, and that's it. And now what I can do is I can take the main config and just say Monty. That's it. And now hopefully it is going to load the Monte Carlo track. There it is. It's trying to load Monty. Oh, by the way, I replaced the splash, as you can see. Instead of just loading, now it shows the game splash. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, it takes a long time to load because it's a debug. And there we go. There we go. Totally works. It has loaded. And it's running like shit. The FPS is low, but that is because it's a debug. It's a debug build, right? It's not a release build. And yeah, the physics are so slow. Wow. It doesn't have the speed to run the game at all. Cool. Okay. Yeah, but it runs fine in release. There we go. We have split the tracks now, which is very, very cool. Very, very cool. Let's get back to test field so that I don't have to wait for such a long time. And there we go. I can now submit basically everything, including this. Yeah, let's actually submit. Let me see. What did I do? Okay, completed tracks now called maps and loaded from .map.ini. There we go. Loading everything. And here's the thing. Rename scene track to map. Done. Split track from config. Done. Config should only have map parameter that loads map ini. Done. Move Monty to maps Monty. Done. Track should have model parameter. Done. So I've done everything except for the last point. Move fog object capacity particles color fog and environment to map. Hello Pyrxos. I've just completed almost everything except for the last point. So finally, right now, everything that is in the map is only the model, only the path of the model relative, of course, to the ini file, so the GLTF. But I actually want to move everything that I used to have in the config. So I had map fog parameters. Where was that? Yeah, so I have the start position, which I'm not sure if I should override, to be honest. But override start position. Start rotation. I don't know if start position should be in the map or in the main config. because this is something that maybe you should override for testing or something. But yeah, definitely object capacity. I should move it to the track. Particles color, yes, definitely, because Sweden uses white particles. Let's see. Test, yeah, let me move these ones. Object capacity. And yeah, I have to keep them in here because I do have to keep them in here because of the demo for now. Bindings, that's the main stuff. Audio is main stuff. Fog is specific to each map. Environment as well. Gravity, of course, gravity is part of the map, and that's about it, right? The cameras are part of the main config. Night mode, yeah, I should probably remove the night mode, since now you can actually define your own night mode. Yeah, let's just move it here for now. Okay, so test field. Well, since I know that the object capacity is like so low, I can definitely, yeah, I definitely know that the test field is not big, so I can reduce the object capacity, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Kick particles color. Maybe I should add it as a separate or something. Particles. I don't know. But yeah, this is, I think this should be deprecated because it's part of the surfaces. Yeah. And yeah, the environment. I don't like this separation of fog and environment, to be honest. Especially because there's a fog color in a separate category. I'm thinking. Let's keep it for now. So, I have to move now everything into the map CFG. There we go, but that's not where I'm at. There it is. Okay, so yes, the thing is that the map CFG is actually in the demo is actually going to be the main CFG. So here's the thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to split the demo CFG and the normal CFG now that I think about it. Because I really hate this clutter now. I would really want to like remove all the stuff. Like this stuff from the main CFG. It's garbage. And the only reason why I have it still is for the demo. So I will definitely have to keep the demo separate. Okay, and now I'm gonna say, yeah, let's actually get all these other stuff. Fog, there it is. Fog is register, but let's do a begin segment. Fog. And I can also do like that thing so that I keep it separate. Wait, what is going on? Okay, there it is. And oh right, I do need to register as oh yeah, because of the uniforms. Ah, the uniforms are actually in the fog as well. In the environment as well. Yeah, I should probably yeah, I don't like it. Let's remove these. Whoops. There we go. And just to split it a bit. What else do I have? Chase camera, object capacity, collisions, and stuff like that. So I don't have scene anymore. Instead, I have scene doesn't exist anymore. Override start position. Object capacity, particles. Yeah, I have particles. And should I just put it in the map? Yeah, let's just. Or should it be part of environment? Maybe this should be called colors or something. Fog color, ambient color, shadow color. Let's just call it colors. So now I don't have environment, I have colors, ambient colors, shadow colors, and this is going to be CFG register. Oh yeah, this is part of the map. So begin segment map, and yeah, let's split this one as well. Gravity. And what else do I have? I have object capacity. Object capacity, there it is. Object capacity is now part of the map segment. And this is not scene anymore. This is particles. And it has 3 parameters. Yes. Okay, hopefully this is it. Hopefully this is it. And in the demo, I should also rearrange this stuff for the demo. But yeah, now let's see if this loads now. Any errors? No errors. Oh my god. Warning. No, this is checkpoints. That is expected. Look at that. It actually works. Nice. Nice. Okay. So, cool. And let's try, just for fun, let's try reducing gravity. Just to see if everything loads. So now the gravity is much smaller. Let's see. Well, it is sticking. There we go. Yeah, it does behave a lot different when it's grounded though. Because the dampers are keeping it grounded. Nice. Nice. And this is less than the moon gravity now. Oh, well, off the map. Yeah, I definitely have bad damper codes. Because the dampers are kind of sticking the car to the ground. I need to calculate the maximum force that the dampers can, the sort of the down facing force that they can have, because right now they're way too, you know, they're making the car way too sticky. And once you fly at low gravity, I don't think it's not easy to get back anymore. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, that was fun. Anyway, yeah, one other thing is that one thing that you don't know is that the gravity doesn't actually influence the force of the wheels, which is not how real world works. But this is just the simplification that my model has. As long as the wheels are in contact, I always impart the same force. So yeah, it doesn't care about FZ, as it is called, the vertical force. So, what did I want to say now? I wanted to say that I've done everything that I was planning to do today. I've done everything. And I have like 15 minutes left or so. Yeah, this is all done actually. Track splitting, done. This is done. This is done. And I can even archive it. So for next build, Finland. Add. Oh, did I actually add a into the archive? Did I add the splits? Use shakedown splash. Create config mallet. I didn't add mouse hiding uses scaled delta time. Increase yaw drag when stopped. Yeah, this is actually the cutoff point. I think this is the cutoff point. This is the release. V18. No, this is the V17 maybe? And then there was another one, which I did here. V18, if I remember correctly. But yeah, just for just so that I remember when I had releases. Okay. So this is everything after I've done shakedown, moving fog and everything, yeah, to the tracks. Okay, cool. So since I've done with my stuff, the other things that I can do is oh yeah, let me add this into Git. Moved parameters, map params to okay, map config now loads other map params. Okay, cool. One thing that I need to do though is I need to move all that to oh yeah, let's return the gravity, and of course I need to do that the same thing in Monty as well. Particles, fog, colors, and yeah. So here's an interesting thing. Now I can have a night version as well. If I copy this, how do I duplicate? Control, yes, no, yes. Okay, and I'm just gonna call it montynight.map.ini, and this now. I'm gonna use a different fog color and a different ambient color. So shadow color stays the same, but fog and ambient change. And then I can also remove this one. So hopefully the only difference is the colors. Yes, it is. Good. Okay, so what I can do now is if I go into my main config, I can simply change the map to a Monty night. Well, okay. I am going to have to wait for it to load. But hopefully that it will load. Okay, so the thing is that I need to convert everything else as well now to the new method. So Sweden. Let's see. Ah, there it is. It worked. Well, there are no lights, but there it is. Oh, you know what? I actually wanted to add a default. I have an idea. I didn't add it to do, but I know that I want to do it. I want to add a new parameter, which is going to be headlights on start. That's the terrible wording. Headlights on start. Okay, start with headlights on. Does that sound good? And then I'm gonna add a 1. And by default, it's gonna be 0. So, okay. So now I can grab this start with headlights on. Which means that, you know, if it's a night map, then they should always start with headlights on. Yeah, where should I have that? I should probably add it somewhere near the map CFG, map path. Debug, replay, state, audio, graphics, graphics, car. You know what? HUD, show HUD, dev GUI. Override start position, do collision particles, kick particles. This actually should be map. So I'm gonna move things around. This is going to go into here. And I'm gonna add a new bool, which is start with headlights on. And it's gonna be false by default. Or should I do an initialization like this? Start with headlights on. And now I'm going to do the map CFG. There it is, map CFG. And I'm going to add into this one, I'm going to register a new parameter, which is going to be start with headlights on. And game start with headlights on. And that should pick up this value. And what I can do is that when I load the car, load config register. No, I need to have a car somewhere. Car GUI, car CFG. Where is my other load? Do I have load? No, I don't. Oh yeah, that was the car ini. When I actually spawned the car, where is that? Track model. Car model. Okay. Materials, cargo. Yeah, somewhere actually at the bottom. Car material, camera. Okay. Particles, particle texture. Okay. So somewhere here, car objects. Yeah, this is actually the headlights and the brake lights. Car physics. Set wheels to car. Car setup. Okay, so I'm just before the car setup. I'm gonna have is headlights on, is game start with headlights on. Okay, hopefully that is it. Hopefully that's it. So now when I load the start with headlights on, when I load this night map, it should be on, the headlights should be on by default. Oh, they are. In the distance, you can see it on the right side. This is funny, but yeah, you can see them here and over there. Okay, and there we go. They're on by default now in night scenes. Nice. Okay, and in the normal scenes, they're not going to be loaded, right? Right. Let me actually save this one and have a test field. Yeah, it complains that it doesn't have headlights on, but they're not on, which is good. Okay, cool, nice. Well, I can do the same thing with Sweden now. I have the Sweden, and I'm going to just move the Sweden model in here. And of course, I'm just going to copy Monty map, and I'm going to say Sweden map ini. Let's load it in here. Where is Sweden map ini? And the model is going to be Sweden.glb. Everything else basically the same, but the particles, the kick particles colors should be white actually. Kick particles color. Oh yeah, because right now I have a separate. Oh yeah, this is going to be cool because I can discard the Sweden ini. Because in this time, there it is. I have the night colors as well, which is cool. Let's see, let's copy these over. Oh, I have also special fogs, which I completely forgot about. Let's load the Sweden ini. Let's just put it over here for now. And start. Oh, I need to go in like 5 minutes. And what else? Oh yes, I wanted to see the particle colors. That's it. I think that's it, right? Anything else that I need to modify for Sweden? I don't think so. We'll see. Okay. So particle colors, here we go. They're all white. Object capacity is that. Good. Okay, so fog is different. 50, 0, 6, 10. Oh, it's almost the same. It's almost the same, but it's like 50 instead of 47. Interesting. Okay. And for environment, for fog color, right, I'm gonna use a different fog color. Wait, now I don't know which one is. Okay, fog color, shadow color. Okay. Yeah, gravity is the same. Shadow color is the same, no? It is, but the fog color and ambient colors are not. And this is the night mode. The Sweden night. Cool. Okay. So let's see. Let's see if it works. But look, I'm not gonna actually load this. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna make a release version. I'm gonna make a release version so it loads a lot faster. I don't have to wait like a minute. And then I can test all the new stuff. Release. Yeah, I have Sweden. And yeah, I should probably do that the same thing with Guanajuato, the Mexico map. And the thing is that you don't even, because I'm just grabbing the path, you don't even need to have these subfolders. You can just put them anywhere. But they are relative to the resources, so. Okay. Yeah, loads much faster. Let's see. Release with shared resources. Let's see if it actually works. From here, warning, config entry missing, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. Okay, so now we have to make this config different. I have to make sure that the release config has this. Release config is going to have this. And let's test it now. Test fields. No, let's do Sweden. Sweden. And now when I say with shared resources, config entry not found. Map not found. Yes, it's because I have a scene. Okay, so it's going to be a map. Yeah, I should probably move these things around. Let's see. Config entry, override, start position not missing now. Yeah. Okay, the Sweden is loaded, but it's the wrong position. Okay, so what's going on? What's going on here? Okay, I'm gonna have to see about that later. Don't I have overriding start position? Don't I have position embedded in the Sweden file? I thought I do, but maybe I don't. So what does it say? It says, okay, attempted to create mesh collider. Config entry scene override start position not found. Scene override start position using default false. Okay, so it is false by default, which is good. Map start with headlights on not found. That's it. That's all when it comes. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, there it is. And the particles are white, which is great. Cool, I don't have to edit, I don't have to constantly edit the particle colors. There we go. I can now load different cars. And you know, this is, am I actually using the Sweden car? Loading car config spec 17 snow. Yes, this is the snow car. Oh, what happened? Oh, I clicked inside. No! Stop clicking into the terminal. Okay. There it is. Yeah, everything works. Everything is perfect. Nice. Now I have a very easy way how to switch between tracks. Well, they're not called tracks anymore. Between maps. So I can switch between maps and I don't have to edit all the parameters anymore. I can have separate nighttime tracks, you know. Now I can just go here and say, hey, where is my config? Okay, I have this config and I can just say, hey, I just want to have a Monty night. There it is. I open the game. And here's the night time. Cool. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Nice. So that's it for today. Oh, and this is, by the way, the snow car. That's why it's so shit. Yeah, I should not use the snow car. So let's go back to Sweden for the outro. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream. This was a very short and light stream. Come on, break through. Yes, there you are. There you go. And yeah, next time on, I'm gonna do some Finnish straight stages. The Finnish rally is starting, so I'm gonna make a very short Finnish track, maybe a bit fast, maybe like Sweden, but I'm not. Since I have all the stuff from Sweden, this is going to be a fairly easy one to make, and I'm just going to reuse all the assets from in Finland. So yeah, I think I can do it in one day. Let's see. And I'm not gonna work on any detailing. I'm just gonna reuse the barns from Sweden and stuff like that. Yeah, so easy stuff. But very happy that I can very easily switch between different tracks. Here are those barns. I just need to remove the snow from the roofs, but that's basically it. Okay, and for the very end, here's a little replay. Oh, of me falling through. I can watch it from the helicopter. Having stuff driven by config like this is so useful. Yeah, very useful. Oh, I can also hide. Yeah, there we go. Nice, some nice replay. Cool. Okay. Yes. And yeah, maybe I might even release this version of this build. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe I could do it tonight because, you know, adding changeable tracks is quite useful, and it might inspire people to make their own tracks in a much easier way than before. So yeah. See you next time. I don't know. It's probably going to be tomorrow. Yeah. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.